This is Joan, and you're looking at old Hollywood scandals from Ashley Says So. Now she has a very entertaining channel, but the thing is, she does old, well, like it says, old Hollywood channel scandals, and she did one of my favorite guys, or if you ask me, I would probably have listed him as my favorite singer, and that's Marvin Gaye. Now, have you ever heard something that you think you've heard it all, and you think nothing's gonna shake you like you're a rock, and then you hear something like this, and it's like, oh man, I got a headache. Jeez, say it ain't so. So I'm not going to tell that. But I will say that, like I said, it involved Marvin Gaye. Now, that was the last thing I heard that kind of shook me. Now, before that, there were two other things that I think it was. Okay, then before that, there was this. Okay, this is from the Redirecting channel. You know, this is Deborah Yah, and the title of this video is, Did You Know That Emmett Till's Father Was Lynched Too? So I'm like, whoa, but it kind of proved something I had been thinking, that ever since I heard about Josh Hartnett. Now, you probably don't remember him. He was getting to be kind of popular, let's say about 10, 15 years ago. Then he kind of disappeared. But anyway, they said that they found him working in a video store and just decided that he was so great they should put him in pictures. And I thought, that's weird. There's a lot of nice looking people walking around here who nobody just walked up to and said, hey, I want to put you in movies. What is it about him? And then before that, it was this actress from the 40s, and she was considered like a sweater girl or something. But they said that she was sitting in a soda shop or something like that, and that some director or producer walked up, looked at her and said, you ought to be in pictures. My point is that I don't believe these things are coincidental, just like I don't believe Megan Marshall, Megan, whatever her name is, that they just, he just saw her and they went on a blind date and they just fell madly in love. You're looking at a bloodline is my point. These people are related. When they first came up with these charts showing that Obama was related to, was it Joe Biden? I don't know. All these people are related. And even you think that it's not black people too. That's the thing that got me. And before this, it was one other one that made me like, whoa, this world is just so strange. Well, this one first got me like, whoa, what is going on? This is also from the Redirecting channel, and the title is, Did You Know the Freed Slave Kneeling by Lincoln was Muhammad Ali's great-great-great-grandfather? That is this man. Okay, how many connections before you start thinking, this is not coincidental? These are bloodlines being followed. And just because they're black does not mean that they cannot be part of this bloodline. And I think that's what we're finding out. I think the people that we have been looking at thinking, oh, wow, you're so talented, or you're so beautiful, or you're so smart, was probably no more talented, beautiful, or smart than anyone else. It's just that they were part of a specific bloodline, and they had a certain look or a certain manner or something that was useful. I mean, I first started thinking that when I found out that Brandy and Snoop Dogg were cousins, and that Brandy's her grandfather, I think, was a civil rights leader in Mississippi. And I'm thinking, this is just so weird. Well, so back to the original one. This one almost made me cry. Marvin Gaye, say it ain't so. Not Marvin. Marvin was the older man that, my goal when I was a young teenager was to grow up and marry Marvin Gaye for a couple of years and then to move on to Stevie Wonder, for a few years, and then, move on to somebody who was just regular. I knew I probably was never going to do that, but that was kind of my ideal. And to me, Marvin Gaye he was just perfect. He's tall, he's brown, he can sing, he's got a soft voice. This is just the man. And what she says about him at the end was just amazing to me. Now, I had seen some other information on Marvin Gaye, and I think I might have even heard what she said at the end, but I kind of threw it out my head because I didn't want to hear it. It was just terrifying in a way. So let me see if I can pull this up again. Now, this is what I found out about Marvin Gaye's mother, Alberta Gaye. Now, Alberta Cooper Gaye, January 1st, 1913 through May 9th, 1987, was an American domestic worker, school teacher, and the mother of American recording artist Marvin Gaye and Frankie Gaye. Born in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, she married Gaye's estranged father, Minister Marvin Gaye Sr., after relocating to Washington, D.C. in her early 20s. She was the only other person present at the murder of her son committed by his father. Early life. Alberta was born Alberta Williams Cooper on New Year's Day, 1913, in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. She had 3 sisters, Pearl, Tolly, and Zeola, and a brother, Astor, but she would endure a troubled childhood while growing up in North Carolina. Her father once shot at her mother during an argument. Although her mother survived, her father would later die in a psychiatric hospital. Alberta told David Ritz that she felt she really didn't have a father, and her family didn't put her in a school until she was 8 years old. Okay, the point I'm making is we seem to be following bloodlines, because bloodlines seem to have come from anything that's just a little different. I mean, like I said, Brandy and Snoop Dogg are related. Some other people, who didn't seem to even speak to each other at all are related, are cousins. The point I'm making is black people is doing this too. They showed a chart where all the presidents were related, and Meghan Markle is related to Harry. Like I said, royalty marries relatives. They don't just go find any old person walking up and down the street. They might have a child with somebody walking up and down the street, but that child will probably be called up later to marry back into that royal family. I mean, even Harry's parentage is questionable, which I think might be why they let him marry somebody who had less royal lineage than they might have liked. But in any case, back to Marvin Gaye. I remember O.J. Simpson, they were saying something about his mother worked in a psychiatric hospital. Somebody else I just read about worked in a psychiatric hospital. It's something going on with a bloodline or with experiments being done on people. Something is amiss. But, it's like the Bible said, everything that's done in the dark will come to the light. So I'm not going to reveal what she disclosed about a possibly Marvin Gaye was doing. We'll tell you it's toward the end of the video, and I think she did a really great job with her research and everything. But my point is the same. I mean, beyond just crying, like, how could it be not Marvin? I mean, look at him. He's so cute. I mean, obviously, I had a tremendous crush on Marvin Gaye. So to this day, this is like my daughter used to tease me and say, you can't just say Marvin Gaye. You have to go, oh, Marvin. Maybe not anymore. But anyway, like I said, I think she did a great job on the video. So please watch it and let me know what you think. Sometimes the Heavenly Father is blessing you on things that He doesn't let you have. Like I said, I never seriously thought I would ever meet Marvin Gaye or Stevie Wonder or this, what did I say, just Joe Blow, Negro, third guy planning on marrying. But I did have a astrological software package that I put my name in and Marvin Gaye to see what our relationship would have been like. And it basically said that he would have tried to put a magic spell on me. And I thought, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. But that's before I started taking any of this stuff seriously. Now I think, yeah, all this stuff. Because I think that now people are talking a lot about narcissism. I think the Bible has been telling you about that all the time. But I think when you go even further, it's telling you that it has something to do with witchcraft and the occult and hidden things and bloodlines. This is what we're looking at when we look at these stars and we think, oh, they got there because they're so talented. Maybe they have some talent, but they also got there because they might be part of something that you don't know about. Like the late George Carlin said, it's a big party and, you're not invited. So please take a look at her wonderful video and let me know if you think that this might be, like they say, the plot thickens. There's more to this than meets the eye. That's what I think. And oh, look at him when he was very young. He was so cute. Like I said, oh, Marvin, how could this possibly be? Well, anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. Oh, and like I said, I always tie everything into the Bible. So I will use the example, let me see, of this. Well, this is not to indict anyone because most of us don't really know what our great-grandparents were up to one way or the other. But in any case, like I said, I do think that this is all about bloodline. So, and like I said, I like to tie everything into the Bible. So this is Exodus 34, verse 7. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, upon the third and fourth generation. I increased it so you can see the beginning of the chapter all the way to the other, so that you know that this is Moses announcing the Most High. And he's telling you that the Most High keeps mercy for thousands, forgives iniquity and transgression and sin, and that he will by no means clear the guilty. So this is only happening to the guilty, where he's visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, upon the third and to the fourth generation. So make of that what you will. In any case, like I said, check out the video because I thought she did a great job, and I thought it was very, very interesting. No matter how cute you might think these movie stars and things are, be happy, be prayerful and grateful to the Most High for some of the things you didn't get. Well, anyway, isn't he cute though? But you guys, isn't he cute? But you guys have a great and wonderful day.